19 children were killed at Robb Elementary in Uvalde, Texas, at the hands of an 18-year-old who purchased the weapons legally that were used in the commission of the deadliest school shooting since Sandy Hook less than a decade ago. The sports world reacting, led by Steve Kerr's impassioned plea just last night.
When are we going to do something? I'm tired. I'm so tired of getting up here and offering condolences to the devastated families that are out there. I'm so tired of I'm sorry. I'm tired of the moments of silence. Enough. I want every person here, every person listening to this to think about your own child or grandchild or mother or father or sister, brother. How would you feel if this happened to you today? We can't get numb to this. We can't sit here and just read about it and go, well, let's have a moment of silence. Yeah, go Dubs. Do you realize that 90% of Americans, regardless of political party, want background check, universal background check? 90% of us, we are being held hostage by 50 senators in Washington who refuse to even put it to a vote, despite what we, the American people, want. They won't vote on it because they want to hold on to their own power. It's pathetic. I've had enough.
We have an issue in this country. Not only white supremacy, we also have a gun violence issue. And this is us using our platform, right? This game doesn't matter. We're talking about our kids not being safe to go to school. And our government is still not implementing sensible gun laws. This isn't about taking people's rights away from bearing arms. This is about putting sensible gun laws in so this doesn't happen again. We cannot continue to make the same mistakes. We cannot continue to allow these things to happen in our country, and nothing is being done with it for money, for profit. We are tired of lives being lost in this country for senseless. It is time to implement gun laws and stop caring about profit and money over people and lives.
Guns shouldn't be as easily accessible. Like, it's easier to get a gun than baby formula right now. That's unbelievable. And
you know, that's really sad when it's so much easier to get a freaking gun than it is for a mother to get baby formula. It's so much easier for a fucking criminal to get a gun for a family to get food at a grocery store. That's how pathetic this world is.
It's sad that it's becoming something that we're like getting numb to. And it truly is. You know, what happened yesterday was sickening, and, you know, obviously everybody sends their prayers and condolences to the families of those kids. But, you know, at some point, that does get tiring of, you know, going through the same process and the same results.
You know, it makes you think. Didn't you think the senators or anybody learn from 10 years ago in Sandy Hook? Or Columbine, or Columbia, or the Parkland shooting? You think anybody would learn from that shit?
Unimaginable, honestly, to find yourself in that
situation. The legislators sure haven't.
You're thinking of it. It seems like these things continue to happen, and not much of a wake-up call, and nothing really changes. Me being in that community in San Antonio, kind of hit home to me.
I speak a lot on protecting your peace, especially on this show, and I do believe that to be true because I use distractions all the time too to sort of deal with the weight of our current reality. It's very easy to scroll through, turn the channel. Maybe that's why you turned us on tonight, for that very reason. You were getting away from the news. I get that. I very enthusiastically sang Elmo songs to my 4-year-old on the way to school drop-off today, just to distract from the sense of dread that was sitting in my stomach. The same ones that many of you feel when you go into grocery stores or movie theaters or outdoor festivals. We put our kids to bed at night, and we have an expectation that they're going to make it to morning, right? Under our protection.
It's like we put the kids to school, expecting they're going to come home when the bell rings. They're going to come home.
They're faster to the hiding places than the other kids at school. You know, good luck. You heard Steve Kerr, and he's right. Don't grow numb to this. Look at them. We owe it to those parents who are arranging funerals instead of camp schedules today.
It's like, don't you think we learned enough? Haven't we learned something from the Sandy Hook, the Columbine, the Parkland shooting, Aurora? Have we learned anything from the other senseless shootings? Have we learned anything?
a fourth grade
Seems like
teacher
it seems like the
who
politicians,
violated
the
30
senators
days.
haven't,
If we
especially
don't
the
do anything
fascist
to
Republicans.
protect the innocents from the reality that we have created for them, then we owe them at the very least the respect of acknowledgement, no matter how disruptive to our peace of mind. So please, I implore you, and I mean it, look at them. And then look at everyone in the room with you and imagine it's their faces on that screen.
Imagine that. I'm out this motherfucker.